Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have something different for you guys. I just went shopping recently at Sephora online and I bought a bunch of stuff. So I wanted to show you guys what I got, and I wanted to give you guys a little tutorial, not really a tutorial, but basically my first impression of the stuff that I got. I actually have gotten a lot of stuff, not only from Sephora, so I'm just going to throw it in there in the same video, and yeah, we'll see what we get. All right, so to get started with this big box of goodies, let's start off with the stuff I got from Sephora, since that's the purpose of this video. So from the first thing that I got from Sephora was this Cheekathon bronzer and blush palette. I think it retails for $58, which is pretty cool because it comes with I think 5 full-size blushes and bronzers, and it comes with a little brush, and each blush or bronzer is like $29. So I definitely think that this is worth it. I was torn between this and the NARS, I think it's NARS Assist bronzer blush palette or something like that, but I like the colors in this one better. So yeah, let me show you what we got here. And this packaging is like super adorable. You have this really pretty mirror right here. You can see my setup. Hello, camera. Hello. Then it tells you which ones they're called. So it's Rocketeer, Pula, Dandelion, Dallas, and Coralista. So let me open this for you. So I know Pula is like a really popular bronzer for them. I think it's their only bronzer. I might be wrong. But here you go. Here's Rocketeer. It has like pink, and it has like kind of like gold reflexes to it. It's really pretty. Here's Hula, which is like a perfect bronzer. You can also contour with that. It's like that perfect like cool tone but warm at the same time kind of shade. Dandelion, which is like a light pinky color. Dallas, which I think is my favorite. It's kind of like a brown but rose blush. I have it on right now. It's really pretty. I love this for like a natural everyday kind of look, not too like in your face blush. And then Coralista, which I would say is my second favorite blush from them, even though I have a lot of coral blushes. I don't know if you could see it. No, not really. Just trust me. This is like awesome. I love this palette. I'm really satisfied with it. And yeah. So on to the next. Also, this is like a perfect palette to travel with. Like you don't have to bring everything separate. It has a bronzer, a contour, and some blushes in there for you. Or this Sephora Luminizing Drops and Morning Light. And let me tell you, this thing is awesome. This will last you a lifetime. I just tested it out in the first impressions part when I was doing my makeup, and whoa. One drop, let me show you. Okay, so it's like a dropper, which I think releases a lot, but that's one drop, right? Now watch. Like, how intense is that? That's one freaking drop and it covers my whole hand. Like, do you see that? It like continues. How pretty is that? So that was an awesome buy. I think that's gonna last me forever. I have Benefit High Beam and I have Benefit What's Up, and I think a NYX illuminator, and this one by far is my favorite. It's like that champagne-y color. This is so pretty, and if you were like to go to the beach and you can just dab this on your cheekbones or something, that would be really pretty. Next one I got was Makeup Forever foundation stick. I honestly was kind of expecting this to be a lot bigger. I don't know why. I just feel like it's kind of small. So my only con with like the packaging was I ordered this online, so I knew that my color might be off. So I was like, if it's off, I'm just gonna go return it. But then when I peeled off this like little top thing, it like tore off half the foundation stick. So then I was like, damn, now I have to keep it. You know what I mean? Like I don't feel like Sephora would take it back, missing half of it. So that's my only con. I didn't like that. If you could see, like there's like a chunk missing. I don't know if you can see it. No. And I tried putting it back, but it's a little bit lighter than my skin. You can see my face is a little bit off from the rest of my body, even though I was just at the pool this weekend. But maybe in the wintertime it would do good. I read online that this is like basically for touch-ups or for contouring, like getting 2 different sticks is how I've seen people using them. A lighter one for the middle of your face and darker for the outer perimeter of your face. So that's kind of what I did today, and I used another foundation for the outside part of my face, especially since this is lighter. But I don't know if I'm too much of a fan of this. I'm gonna have to play around with it. It definitely gives you a dewy finish. I'm not a real big fan of dewy finish foundations, but other than that, yeah, that's that. I think the hype is too real for that. I don't think it's as good as people make it seem. Then the next thing I got, which is no big deal, was this Urban Decay Concealer in Light Neutral. This is my second one, so I was just refilling myself. This is my holy grail freaking concealer. This thing is so good. I don't know if I'm ever gonna switch. I don't know, we'll see. But this thing, you need to try it. Got was this Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. It's like a pinky color. I've heard a lot about this. I've seen a couple people talk about it, so I wanted to get it, and I actually kind of like it. Honestly though, that NYX one that you guys see me use in my other videos, a little color correct palette, I think is what it is, color contour palette, that pink shade I think works just as good. This one just has a little bit more of like reflex in it, and I'm assuming that's the brightening part of it, but I really did like it. So it looks like this, pink. My husband always makes fun of me the way I say pink. I don't know, whatever. So I just used a buffer, little like concealer buffer brush, and I did it in a triangle shape, and I just buffed out the edges so I didn't move it, and I think it sits pretty well underneath my concealer. I'm not creasing at all yet, so yeah, I really like this. Last thing, isn't it crazy when you buy stuff on Sephora, you're like, oh my god, I just bought a bunch of stuff, I just spent so much money, and then when you get it, you're like, really? I spent that much on just this 6 things? It's kind of disappointing. I feel like I should have like a big ass like bag, you know? Anyways, so I got this Bite lipstick in the shade Honeycomb, which is like a really light neutral. It's definitely an everyday color. I love this shade, and the smell, I don't know, it just smells like fruit. I think it is like fruit infused, is it? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but it's made with natural food grade and organic ingredients. Okay, so anyways, this is the color. It's kind of like a pinky rosy nude. So here's what it looks like. It definitely looks a lot more rosy on my hand than it did on my lips. But yeah, this is such a pretty color. I'm surprised I got a lipstick because I'm really into liquid lipsticks right now, but I wanted to go back to lipsticks, but this is really pretty. I like this for like an everyday kind of color. All right, and that sums up the portion from Sephora. So then on to the drugstore and some lashes. So since we're on lips, I've been going crazy trying to find a dupe for Dose of Colors Coral Crush, and I think I found it. So I went to Walmart the other day because I was freelancing on Saturday and I needed to pick up lashes for the girl, and I ran across Milani matte lip creams while I was there, and I haven't seen them anywhere, so I wanted to get some. I didn't really like the colors that they had, and then I found this one and I was like, oh yeah, you are my new baby. And I've been wearing this just for like 20 minutes already, and it's still super comfortable. I don't feel like I have anything on my lips. It's not crumbling at all. I mean, I definitely had the line in the center, but that's like whatever. But look how pretty this is. I mean, it's on my lips, you guys can see it already, but such a pretty color. Is definitely perfect for the spring and summertime. It looks a lot brighter on my lips, as you can see, than on my hand. But I love this. Love this. I definitely want to try more colors from them. While I was at Walmart, I decided to get the Airspun. I am sure a lot of you guys have heard of this because Patrick Starr. I was kind of like hesitant, you know, but I really like it so far. I mean, I don't really know if it leaves flashback or anything, but I really like the way this feels. It doesn't suck you in like the Laura Mercier one does, where it feels like really tight and all that kind of stuff around your eyes. So I really like this for everyday kind of wear. You could save the Laura Mercier and not use it every day, since that thing's like 40, 35 bucks. It's expensive, and this I think was only $6. So if you don't want to spend the money on the Laura Mercier one, I would say pick this up because this is awesome. The only complaint I have is that it's super messy. I don't know if you guys can see. My camera's picking it up. It's super messy. This thing gets everywhere, but it's only $6, so it's whatever. And when you were little, I don't know if you guys ever smelled your grandmother's like makeup. I don't know. I feel like my grandmother used to always wear like the face powder from CoverGirl, and this smells just like it. I feel like it just smells like my grandmother. But other than that, I really like it. You see, like, it just went everywhere. So I got this as a deluxe item from Sephora sample, and it's a Murad exfoliating cleanser. I tried this last night and I love the way it made my face feel. So I'm gonna keep using it, and then I'll get back to you. Maybe I'll buy the full size, but I really liked the way this felt on my face. I go on Amazon sometimes to buy lashes because this brand Social Eye gives you like 3-packs, 6-packs, I think 12 packs or something like that. But I picked up a 3-pack of this one called Vamp. Okay, so at first when I looked at this, I was like, Online it looked awesome. Then I got it in person, I was like, this thing looks freaking weird. I don't know how this is gonna look on your eye. So today I cut them and I put them on my eyes, and let me tell you, this is really pretty. Like, anyways, they're like really thin and then they flare out on the side, like kind of like a cat eye. Let me see if you guys can see it. They look really funky, but once you trim them and put them on your eyes, let me tell you, and they're wispy everywhere. And like, I don't know how to explain it. They're just really pretty. I really like them. Then with the same brand, I use these in a lot of my tutorials in the beginning. I just got more of them. It's called Minx 2.0. For me, these are dupes to House of Lashes Iconics and House of Lashes Iconics and Coco Lashes and Goddess. These are awesome. They're a thicker band, so if you're not like a pro with lashes, this is gonna be a little bit tough for you. It's still kind of tough for me because it's not as flexible. These Vamps are definitely a lot thinner, so it's easier to put on. These struggle a little bit, but once you cut them and you put them on, I love these. I got these from Amazon. They're like faux mink lashes. They're super wispy and they look like they're like double layered. I don't know if that makes any sense. I can't tell you what brand. I just like Googled faux mink and this popped up, but I don't know if you guys can see it because the glare. I cut them a little bit shorter because they were like too dramatic for my eyeballs. So we'll see. I'll let you know about these. These kind of sketch me out a little bit. I talked about these already. These are the Slayla lashes from Flutter Lashes. These, you need to have them. Like, there's no explaining to you. You guys need to have these. And let me see if I can take it out. I've already used them, so they're a little bit like wobbly. Don't seem like they would be like everything on the eye. These don't seem like they would be everything on the eyes, but let me tell you, these are everything on the eyes. I don't know if they're gonna fall, but that's what they look like. And I'm telling you, these are only $9. You guys need to have these. Like, my only complaint is the stupid ass packaging. Like, who does this? Last but not least, oh my god. Okay, so I wore these two in my last tutorial, so they're like floating all over the place. I'm sure if you guys heard of these already. These are the Coco Lashes in Queen Bee. These are pretty. They're not like my favorite. They're just very basic to me. I feel like Ardell Wispies would be kind of similar to these. I paid 12 bucks for these. You know, I think it's kind of like BS when they're 6 bucks and then you gotta pay $5 for shipping. That just like pisses me off. But anyways, these are pretty. I would have to try them again with a different look than I did the other day. They're super long, super dramatic. They are really pretty, so if you guys want to spend the money, I would say you guys can get these. I just wasn't as impressed with these. You know, I tried these on after the Slayla lashes, and I feel like that's what kind of killed them for me, is that the Slayla lashes were like so freaking pretty that these just didn't beat them. But these are really pretty. So these are Coco Lashes and Queen Bee. And at Walmart, I also got Salon Perfect. They came in a 5-pack, I think. 1, 2, 3, yep. In a 5-pack, and I got the Demi Wispies. I haven't tried these yet, but they look pretty much the same as Ardell Demi Wispies, and these are awesome for like everyday, really natural looks, and that's what these look like. I swear I feel like finding Salon Perfect in Walmart is like finding a unicorn in Walmart. It's like so hard to find these. But yeah, that's it. I forgot one thing. I forgot to mention these. So I don't remember who I heard talk about these. I usually use the Neutrogena night calming wipes, but I heard somebody talk about Pond's, so I picked this up at the drugstore, and I will say that I do like the Neutrogena more, but wipes are wipes and they get the job done. It definitely is like a lot, it's not as smooth as the Neutrogena ones, but I like these as well. So yeah. Hey guys, welcome to the first impressions portion of the video. I'm gonna show you me putting them on my face and what I think about them. So let's get started. So we're gonna start off by priming our face with primer water, per usual. Look how white my face is compared to my body. Whatever. The Makeup Forever foundation stick in the color Y365. I feel like it was called Desert. I think it's a little bit too light, but you could always work with it being too light. I don't know if this is all over a face foundation. Since this is light, I'm kind of just going to put it in the middle of my face, and then I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Born This Way foundation on the outer portion of my face. We'll see how this goes. From what I remember people saying, this foundation was really full coverage. So we'll see how it goes. And I don't know what you're supposed to use, but I'm gonna use a damp beauty blender. Booty blender. Seems like it blends pretty easily. I don't think I put enough on. It's definitely not a matte finish foundation. Seems like it has a little bit of dew, which I'm not really a fan of. I'm not super oily, but like if I use a foundation that has oil to it, let me put more, that's dewy, it makes like my skin all of a sudden becomes super oily. It's weird. Like I look like I'm sweating. So we don't want that. We don't want that. We're gonna cover our lips today. I don't know, I'll let you know how I feel once it sits for a little bit. We're gonna go in with the Too Faced. Just one pump since we already have foundation on the rest of our face. Oh yeah, that other foundation is super light. It's gonna be perfect though. It's gonna be perfect though during the winter time, because I'm not as tan. Even though I'm really not tan right now. Well, my body is, but my face isn't. Every time we go to the pool, I put sunscreen on because I don't want my face to like get super dark. Okay, so I don't know if it's my skin. Wow, I still look super white. What the fudge? I don't know if it's my skin that I just need to take a break from makeup, or because I was just on my menstrual, but I just feel like I have bumps everywhere. And I feel like since this foundation is kind of dewy, it doesn't give me a smoothing finish, if that makes any kind of sense. But I mean, it's still pretty. We'll see. I don't think it's anything special right now. We'll just see how it goes. All right. So next is the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. I've been wanting this for the longest time. It's like a pinky kind of color. Not really peach. I don't know, it just looks like a light pink color to me. So I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it with this. This is usually what I use for the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. Seems really creamy. I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna do this in a triangle shape. I don't know if it's me or if this has like a little bit of like reflex in it. I don't know how that's showing up on camera, but. So I'm doing this in kind of like dabbing motions, and then I'll blend it down a little bit. But I don't want to really like swipe because I don't want to move the product too much, since this is where I want it to cover my dark circles and brighten as well. Okay. So a little definitely goes a long way. This might last me a good bit. So I'm just going to take my beauty blender and blend out the edges. I'm not really going to touch too much where I put the product since I don't want it to move. I'm just going to blend it out on the edges so it blends in well with everything else. But we're going to leave what I put under the eyes still. So now I got a refill on my Naked Skin. I don't really need to give you a review on this because this is the shit. I've had this for like months and I finally just ran out. Concealer sits kind of good on this Becca Under Eye Corrector. Man, I do not like how my skin looks right now. And I look really white. Ugh. The concealer seems like it did good. We'll see. It's the Airspun powder. It's translucent, so we're gonna use this to set our face today and our to bake. So I'm gonna dab out underneath my eyes and I'm gonna bake. So I wanted to get like a drugstore version of the Laura Mercier, since I could use this for like every day, and this is like $6, you know what I mean? Okay, so while that's baking, we're gonna try the Sephora Illuminating Drops. That's gonna be a lot. So I'm just gonna use my finger. Oh yeah, a little goes a long way. We're gonna put this on our cheekbones. Ooh, too much. Oh yeah, I put way too much on this side. Like, how the F am I gonna blend that out? Alright, well, I guess we're just gonna highlight the shit out of our hand because you definitely don't need another highlighter on top of this if you don't want to, but I'm going to. Okay, so I'm gonna take Becca Champagne Pop with the Morphe 510, and I'm just gonna set that highlight. It looks like it's like caking up. You know what? I think it was because I put way too much on this side, so it looks really bad on this side. But for the sake of the video, I'm gonna keep going. That's why it's first impressions, huh? Okay, I'm gonna take my Sigma tapered highlighting brush and I'm gonna dust off everything. I really like how this Airspun feels. If you guys have tried the Laura Mercier one, as soon as you put it on, it like sucks in everything, right? So it makes your face feel tight. I don't know if you guys experience that, but at least I do. And I don't feel that with this. So far me likey. I don't know if it has flashback. I'll come back and let you know. All right, so let's move on to the Chikathon. I'm gonna use Hoola. I'm gonna use this Morphe M438, and I'm gonna use that to contour. That's really pretty. I like it because it's like gray but a little bit warm at the same time. Like the cool tone brings out the shadow, but like the warm, you could use this to bronze up too. Get out my hair. Get out my way here. And since this brush has like a pointy side, I'm just gonna do my nose. Nothing real crazy. Alright, so with that same Hoola, I'm just gonna lightly dip my brush in it. This is a Morphe M527, and I'm just gonna bronze up and blend out that contour. So I've been liking doing my highlighter first. I just feel like if you don't want it to be like so intense, that's a good trick to do it first and then do your contour and blush after, because I feel like it makes it look a little bit more natural and not so like bam in your face. I'm gonna go in with Dallas. Natural brown but pink tone blush. I don't know how to explain it. Okay. I'm not a fan of this. That can stay in there. I'm gonna use this instead. I just love that brush so much better. So my conclusion is that I love this. This is really cool. This is so pretty. Okay. So now we're gonna go back into our Airspun, and I'm gonna try this for the first time. It's like the little, what is this called? I don't know, but you can find this at the drugstore. And I'm gonna clean up that contour with this. All right, so now that we're done with the face, and I think I tried everything on for you guys except for the lips. Okay, so this is Bite Beauty lipstick in the shade Honeycomb. And let's try it out. It's really pretty everyday kind of lipstick. It doesn't smell like, I don't know. But I like it because it's really comfortable. It's kind of matte, but it's not. It's kind of creamy. And it's really comfortable. It's a good change. Okay, I also got this Milani matte liquid lipstick in the shade Craze. So let's see what it looks like. Okay, so I will say it comes off a little bit patchy. I don't know if you can see it in the video. Not really. So Let me try going over it again and see what happens. So the formula seems like it's kind of comfortable. My complaint would be, so my camera decided to cut off on me, a little prick. But anyways, I was saying I can definitely see myself using a lip liner with this because the applicator is not so flexible. So for example, Dose of Colors kind of like bends. I don't know if you guys have tried it, but it bends. So when you're doing your lips, it like forms easily to your lip, whereas this one sits there straight. So it's a little bit difficult to get the lines to be perfect. I didn't do that bad, but that's my only con. It's still a little bit patchy, but might just be this color. I haven't tried any other color in this brand, but I think it's really pretty color. It's super vibrant. It reminds me so much of Dose of Colors Coral Crush. Maybe it's a dupe for it. It looks really pretty with this blue dress. It seems like it's comfortable. It's definitely not tacky. It's not transferable. Yeah, so see how it wears in a little bit. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys like seeing what I got from Sephora and from the drugstore, and you like seeing me try it on for you. Other than that, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and comment down below. Bye.